I'm very pleased with the win, but I think we'd be a bit annoyed if you'd not won.
I'd have been a little disappointed, but at the same time, I think any coach in the Premiership will tell you that any away win is a big win. And if you actually look at Worcester's record here, I think what they've done, they've lost 3 games or something. It's been like Leicester, Northampton, and they've been close. The losses have been close as well. So we're very aware this is a tough place to come and play and win. So we're delighted with the actual end result. Probably a little bit disappointed with 20 minutes after half time, because that was the making and breaking of the game really for us, or should have been. We got a bit edgy, a bit nervy, kind of looked like a team that was just trying to eke the win out rather than just keep driving forward with what we did. And that gave Worcester the opportunity for some territory, and when they got some territory, they kind of hurt us with their close driving game. So that's kind of something that we talked about, not letting happen in the game, not letting them settle into that kind of we'll hit the corners, we'll drive more, we'll control territory. We wanted it to be a bit more open, a bit more high tempo game than that. We did that really well for, as I say, first 40 minutes. Couldn't have done it much better, really. And then I said after 20 minutes we looked a little edgy. We started kicking away the ball away a lot, and the problem with that is that when a team are chasing the game, they'll play against you. You can see a couple of penalties, and all of a sudden you're in the corner defending drives. And other than that, they didn't really threaten us too much. If we decided to keep the ball, I don't think they'd have threatened us too much. But we got back into the right habits, as we tend to do when we go behind. And started playing again, and to be fair, although it took us a while to score, I think we controlled pretty much the whole of the final quarter of an hour really. But it was almost how we were going to score. I felt reasonably comfortable with 10 minutes to go that we'd score, but I probably thought it was going to be a penalty or we'd force something like that rather than a try, because we looked like we were kind of finding every way not to score for a little while, but we've come through. I mean, great credit to the players. They showed that was an important game for them today. It would have been relatively easy to kind of walk away and go, well, tough place to come, Worcester. Well, we're kind of mid-table. Let's be comfortable with it. And we've kind of showed that they were going to work hard to be in the Heineken Cup again, and that's a fantastic thing to see from them.
So how do you see your prospects now of European?
Well, it's still in our hands, which is the most important thing. I think. I say it's not entirely in our hands, I suppose, but it's pretty much in our hands. We're 2 points down on Wasps and Bath. We've still got Wasps to play. There's 3 games left. There's a lot of games to come, a lot of points to be won and lost. So I'm comfortable where we are. 3 wins and a 3-point loss to Leicester in our last 4 games. You could describe us as one of the form teams in the Premiership based on the last 4 games. So, and especially I think looking at what Leicester have done to Northampton today, we're doing okay. We're ticking along pretty well.
You're creating chances. I mean, bar for a few handing out today, probably could have had a few more.
Yeah, I mean, we created some great chances. I mean, we hit a few good offloads. We got there or thereabouts. As I say, we probably created more pressure on the Worcester line than they had on ours. As you say, our conversion rate wasn't great today. Sometimes, I think the last month or so our conversion rate's been a lot better, and that would have let us get away a little bit. But got to make sure we give credit to Worcester here as well. At half time, turn around, the conditions probably slightly against them, and they knuckled down and they caused us some serious problems. There's a reality to what happened out there. They forced penalties, that gave them territory. They did a very good job at the driving line-outs. They started to make a few midfield breaks when we were kind of kicking badly, and they were able to counter-attack. They caused some problems, and they've got to have credit for that. Premiership is a tough competition, and every week's tough. And as I said, an away game takes some winning. All right.